Have you ever felt burdened by persistent negative thoughts or feelings that linger no matter what you do, leaving you searching for ways to clear your mind and invite more positivity into your life? Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of clarity, unshackled from negativity, and filled with an inner peace that radiates through your entire being. In today's fast-paced world, it's all too easy to accumulate feelings of stress and negativity from external pressures, relationships, and even our own thoughts. But what if ancient teachings could guide us toward purifying our minds and cultivating genuine positive energy? This exploration draws on the profound wisdom of Buddhism, a tradition renowned for its deep understanding of the mind and consciousness, exploring Buddhist wisdom for modern life. Through this journey, you'll discover practical techniques and timeless insights to help clear unhelpful energy from your mind and nurture a lasting sense of clarity and peace. Whether you're new to these ideas or looking to deepen your practice, you'll find valuable guidance and transformative strategies that you can apply every day. Join us as we delve into the Buddhist approach to energy, mindfulness, and meditation. Together, we'll explore simple, actionable steps to maintain a positive mindset, even in the face of life's challenges. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of ancient wisdom and modern practices to support your path toward inner peace and emotional well-being. Mindfulness, a daily practice for resilience. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in each moment, lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. It's not about striving for perfection, but about developing a mindset that supports your happiness and growth. By regularly turning inward through meditation and reflection, you can begin to recognize and release negative patterns, opening yourself to the possibilities each new day brings. Loving kindness meditation, or metta, is another powerful practice. It invites you to cultivate compassion, first for yourself and then for others, helping dissolve negativity and foster genuine connection. Practical steps for everyday life. Start small. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing each morning can set a positive tone for your day. Reflect on your experiences. Notice how these practices impact your thoughts, emotions, and relationships. Integrate ancient wisdom. Apply Buddhist principles as practical tools, not just philosophy, to build emotional resilience and mental clarity. Join the journey. This isn't just about personal transformation, it's about sharing these valuable teachings so that others may benefit too. By embracing mindfulness, compassion, and the wisdom of the ages, you can create a ripple of positivity that extends beyond your own life. Stay tuned as we explore mindfulness, meditation, loving kindness, and practical tips for nurturing a positive mindset, proven approaches for anyone seeking to live with greater peace, purpose. Together, let's unlock the keys to removing negativity and inviting true positivity into our hearts and minds. Thank you for joining this journey toward inner peace and emotional well-being in today's hectic world. Your engagement through likes, comments, shares, and subscribing fuels our community and helps spread these teachings to those who need them most. Together, let's explore how embracing the wisdom of Buddhism can help us clear negativity from our minds and cultivate lasting positivity. Lesson 1. Understanding bad energy. Have you ever noticed a lingering heaviness in your mind, an emotional fog you can't seem to shake, no matter what you try? Maybe it's stress from work, tension in your relationships, or simply a sense of unease that grows day by day. In our fast-paced lives, we're constantly exposed to forms of negative energy that can silently erode our mental and emotional health. But what exactly is bad energy? It's not some mystical force. Rather, it's the accumulation of thoughts, emotions, and influences that disrupt our inner balance. Imagine starting your morning refreshed, only to have your mood crushed by a difficult conversation or a wave of worries about the future. These moments illustrate how negativity can seep into our consciousness, often unnoticed at first, but gradually shaping our outlook on life. How negative energy manifests. Self-doubt can prevent you from pursuing your dream. Lingering resentment toward others can drain your emotional resources. Constant exposure to negative news or social media can fill your mind with fear and anxiety. These influences don't just sap your energy, they build barriers to feeling content, peaceful, and truly happy in your daily life. The first step, acknowledgement and awareness. Recognizing negative influences is the critical first step toward reclaiming your mental clarity and emotional equilibrium. It's about developing an awareness of what triggers negativity for you and understanding how these patterns impact your well-being. The Buddhist perspective, dukkha and mindfulness. Buddhism offers profound insight into the nature of suffering, dukkha, the dissatisfaction and unease that arise when we cling to negative thoughts and emotions. The teachings encourage us to observe our mental states without judgment, cultivating mindfulness as a way to recognize and disengage from harmful patterns. Understanding negative energy also means recognizing the deep connection between mind, body, and environment. Just as physical clutter creates chaos in your living space, mental clutter, such as unresolved conflicts or chronic worry, disrupts your inner peace. By addressing these areas, you begin to clear the way for positive energy to flow. Personalizing your journey. Everyone experiences negativity differently. What weighs on one person might not affect another in the same way. This highlights the importance of self-discovery and introspection. There's no universal solution, but there is a path you can tailor to your unique experience. Moving forward, practical steps. Observe your triggers. Notice what situations, people, or habits tend to bring negativity into your life. Practice mindfulness. Regularly check in with your thoughts and emotions, learning to let go of what doesn't serve you. Create harmony. Identify sources of discord, whether at home, work, or within yourself, and take small conscious steps to cultivate balance and peace. Limit negativity. Be mindful of the media you consume and the conversations you engage in, aiming to reduce exposure to sources of stress and anxiety. Reflect and adapt. Your understanding of bad energy will evolve as you grow. Stay open to new insights and flexible in your approach, a journey, not a destination. This process isn't about achieving a state of perfect happiness, but about building resilience and a mindset that supports your well-being amid life's challenges. In upcoming videos, we'll share practical techniques from Buddhism and mindfulness to help you identify, understand, and transform negative energy in your life. Join us on the path. Let's continue this transformative journey together, supporting one another as we explore the Buddhist perspective on energy, mindfulness, and emotional well-being. By integrating these teachings into your daily life, you can foster greater clarity, peace, and harmony, both within yourself and in the world around you. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into mindful living, practical meditation, and actionable strategies for turning negativity into growth and wisdom. Together, let's cultivate minds free from the weight of bad energy and lives filled with positivity, resilience, and tranquility. Lesson 2. The Buddhist perspective on energy, karma, the energetic foundation. In Buddhism, the concept of energy transcends the physical body, encompassing mind and spirit. Karma, the law of cause and effect, lies at the heart of this view. Every thought, word, and action generate energy, creating consequences that extend through our lives and beyond. Picture karma as a cosmic ledger. Good deeds add to our reserve of positive energy, while harmful actions contribute negativity. This understanding calls us to live with intention and awareness, recognizing that our choices shape not only our experience, but also the world around us. Mindfulness, the gateway to clarity. Mindfulness is central to Buddhist teachings on energy. By being fully present, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we gain insight into our inner world. This clarity allows us to spot negative energies as they arise and empowers us to respond consciously rather than react impulsively to life's challenges. Practicing mindfulness helps us break free from habitual patterns of reactivity that sustain negativity, replacing them with intentional positive response. Inner peace, cultivated through practice. The ultimate goal of Buddhist practice is inner peace, achieved by harmonizing our energy with truth and compassion. Such peace is not passive. It requires ongoing attention and effort, meditation, ethical living, and reflective inquiry. By purifying our intentions and realigning them toward the good, we create a foundation for lasting well-being and happiness. Interconnectedness, the ripple effect of energy. Buddhism teaches that all forms of life, indeed, the universe itself, are deeply interconnected. Our individual energy blends with the energy of others, influencing the collective whole. This interconnectedness inspires a sense of responsibility, cultivating positive energy through kindness, compassion, and generosity uplifts not only ourselves but the broader community as well. Acts of goodwill and ethical living generate ripple effects that extend far beyond individual lives. The roots of negative energy. Negative energy, in the Buddhist view, arises from ignorance, attachment, and aversion, key sources of suffering. By understanding and addressing these root causes through introspection and self-awareness, we can release harmful patterns and nurture those that foster growth and well-being. Practical tools for transformation. Buddhism offers accessible practices, such as meditation and mindfulness, for managing and transforming energy. These practices help us cultivate both a clear mind and a compassionate heart, essential qualities for dispelling negativity and fostering peace. Integrating these principles into daily life encourages harmony within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Every moment is opportunity. Through the lens of Buddhism, every moment is an opportunity to realign our energy toward positivity and enlightenment. Difficulties are reframed as chances for growth and transformation, as steps toward transcending our limitations and tapping into the boundless potential of our minds and heart. Lesson 3. Mindfulness meditation, a practical tool for modern life. In today's fast-paced world, stress and anxiety clutter our mind. Mindfulness meditation, rooted in ancient traditions and supported by modern science, offers a simple, effective way to clear this mental debris and restore calm and clarity. By taking time each day to sit quietly and focus on the breath, we train our attention to return to the present moment, gently disengaging from chaotic thoughts about the past or future. How to begin? Find a quiet space. Even a few minutes in a calm environment can be transformative. Focus on your breath. Observe your inhale and exhale, letting thoughts come and go without attachment. Practice daily. Regularity deepens the benefits, helping to dissolve negative energy and build resilience over time. The benefits. Mindfulness meditation helps quiet the mind, reducing impulsive reactions to stress. Increase self-awareness, letting you spot negative patterns before they take hold. Cultivate calm and clarity, making it easier to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and compassion. A daily habit for inner peace. By making mindfulness meditation a daily habit, you actively nurture a peaceful mind and an open heart. Over time, this practice supports emotional balance, greater well-being, and a more harmonious relationship with yourself and others. Conclusion. The Buddhist perspective on energy offers a profound, practical framework for understanding and managing the forces that shape our lives. By practicing mindfulness, ethical living, and compassionate action, we can transform negative energy, foster inner peace, and contribute to the well-being of the entire world. Each moment is an invitation to breathe, to observe, and to choose wisely, aligning our energy with clarity, kindness, and the deep interconnectedness of all being. Mindfulness meditation, beyond stillness, embrace awareness. Meditation in the Buddhist tradition is not about emptying the mind or achieving perfect stillness. Rather, it's a practice of observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass through your awareness like clouds in the sky. This non-reactive, gentle awareness helps you gradually untangle from the grip of negative energy, fostering emotional resilience and clarity. The science and practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation does not suppress thoughts. Instead, it invites you to notice them without getting swept away. Research strongly supports that regular mindfulness practice reduces stress, anxiety, and depression, while improving emotional regulation and overall well-being. Practicing mindfulness regularly creates a mental space where negative thoughts lose their power. You become less reactive and better able to respond to life's challenges with insight and presence. Mindfulness is accessible to everyone. No special equipment or setting is required. You can practice at home, work, or outdoors for just a few minutes at a time. This simplicity makes it a practical tool for daily life, regardless of your background or beliefs. Getting started with mindfulness meditation, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably without being disturbed. Bring attention to your breath, noticing each inhale and exhale and the sensations of your body. When your mind wanders, gently guide your focus back to your breath. Without criticism or frustration. Consistency is key. Even brief daily sessions can, over time, help you feel calmer, more focused, and less affected by negativity. Transformation happens gradually. Mindfulness is not about instant change, but about nurturing a compassionate relationship with yourself. Mindfulness in the Buddhist tradition. Mindfulness meditation is not just a relaxation technique, but a spiritual practice that cultivates insight into the nature of suffering and impermanence. By observing the ever-changing flow of thoughts and emotions, practitioners deepen their understanding of impermanence, anicca and non-attachment central Buddhist teachings. Each mindful moment is an opportunity for inner peace and healing, empowering you to cultivate awareness, compassion, and resilience in daily life. Lesson 4. Loving Kindness Meditation. Medi. Cultivating compassion. In a world where negativity and stress are common, loving kindness meditation, Medi, offers a direct way to transform negative thoughts into compassion and goodwill. Loving kindness meditation encourages you to start by offering kindness to yourself, acknowledging your struggles and imperfections with acceptance. Gradually, you extend these feelings of warmth and compassion to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those with whom you have conflict. This practice recognizes the shared human experience of suffering and promotes genuine wishes for happiness and peace for all. Scientific studies show that loving kindness meditation reduces negative emotions like anger, resentment, and stress, while increasing positive emotions, empathy, and social connection. No special skills or experience are required. Just a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and repeat phrases of loving goodwill. This practice fosters deep connection, not just within yourself but in your relationships and daily interaction. Approaching others with kindness and understanding can profoundly shift your experience of the world. Conclusion. Both mindfulness and loving kindness meditation are accessible, evidence-based practices that help clear negative energy from the mind and nurture positive emotion. By making these practices part of your daily routine, you empower yourself to approach life's challenges with greater clarity, compassion, and resilience, qualities that can ripple out to benefit not just yourself, but those around you and the wider world. Remember, each moment of mindful awareness is a step toward inner peace. Each act of kindness, whether for yourself or others, is a seed of positive change in a world that deeply needs it. Scientific research supporting the benefits of mindfulness and loving kindness meditation is well documented in psychological literature and meta-analyses, though specific citation numbers here are placeholders for clarity. The power of loving kindness, a life rooted in compassion and forgiveness, living loving kindness, more than a meditation. Loving kindness meditation, metta, is a simple yet deeply impactful practice that encourages us to cultivate compassion, first for ourselves and then for everyone around us. The true beauty of this practice lies in its accessibility and profound impact. It's not a quick fix for negativity, but a lifelong commitment to emotional well-being. As we return regularly to this practice, we notice a shift in how we see ourselves, and other negative thoughts lose their grip, and feelings of joy, gratitude, and inner peace gradually take their place. This daily practice is not about perfection or fleeting calm, but about developing resilience and a compassionate mindset that permeates all aspects of life. Imagine a world where kindness and empathy are the guiding principles in every interaction, a ripple effect, starting with each individual's intention and effort. By pausing each day to extend goodwill towards ourselves and those around us, we can create real change, a movement of positivity that reaches far beyond our immediate circles. Loving kindness is not just a meditation technique, it's a way of life, a choice to see and engage with the world through a lens of compassion. Lesson 5. The transformative roles of compassion and forgiveness. Compassion and forgiveness are at the heart of emotional freedom and inner peace. Consider the pain of being wronged. Harboring resentment can weigh on our minds and bodies, affecting our health and happiness over time. Compassion, on the other hand, offers gentle relief from the burden of anger. It is both a healer and a liberator. In Buddhist tradition, compassion begins with an honest recognition of our common humanity. We all experience pain, make mistakes, and carry our own struggles. When we cultivate compassion, we acknowledge the complexity of others' lives, seeing beyond their hurtful actions to the suffering that may have inspired them. This perspective eases the grip of bitterness and opens the door for genuine healing. Forgiveness is an equally powerful practice. It does not mean excusing hurtful acts or denying their impact. It is about releasing the resentment that binds us. Think of forgiveness as removing stones from a heavy backpack. Each stone is a grudge, and each act of letting go lightens our load, giving us more energy and freedom to move forward. This process is rarely instant. It's a gradual journey of self-compassion, reflection, and the courage to let go, even when wounds are deep. Throughout Buddhist history, metta meditation has been central to nurturing both compassion and forgiveness. By silently offering phrases of goodwill to ourselves and others, we cultivate a heart that is open and empathetic, less likely to be trapped in cycles of negativity. This practice not only heals individual relationships, but also contributes to a more harmonious world, an ideal where understanding and reconciliation replace conflict. The ripple effect, compassion and forgiveness in action. History offers many examples of the enduring power of forgiveness. Nelson Mandela, after 27 years of imprisonment, chose to forgive his captors and work for reconciliation in South Africa. His story stands as a living testament to the transformative potential of letting go. In our own lives, forgiveness allows us to break free from negativity, reclaim our peace of mind, and shape our future with clarity and hope. When we embrace compassion and forgiveness as daily practices, we weave them into the fabric of our interactions, encouraging a world where empathy and understanding are the norm. Each of us holds the potential to be part of this change, one kind thought, word or action at a time. Practical steps for cultivating compassion and forgiveness. Practice loving kindness, meditation daily. Begin by sending goodwill to yourself, then gradually extend it to loved ones, acquaintances, and even those with whom you have conflict. Reflect on your own vulnerabilities. Recognize that everyone, including yourself, is working through personal struggles. Let go of grudges mindfully. Forgiveness is a process. Start with the willingness to forgive, even if the feeling isn't immediate. Prioritize self-compassion. Healing begins within. Treat yourself with the same kindness you wish to offer others. Seek understanding in conflict. Approach difficult interactions with curiosity and empathy rather than judgment or blame. Conclusion. Compassion and forgiveness are not abstract ideals. They are practical tools for personal and collective healing. By integrating loving-kindness practices into our daily routines, we become agents of positive change, fostering resilience, empathy, and inner peace. Every act of forgiveness and every gesture of compassion contributes to a shift, not only within ourselves, but in the world around us. As we choose kindness again and again, we help create a reality where understanding and harmony are possible for all. Lesson 6. Right speech. Communicating with mindfulness and compassion. The power of our words. Compassion and forgiveness are more than abstract ideas. They are practical forces for healing ourselves and our relationships. As you continue your journey toward emotional well-being, remember, true compassion begins with how you treat yourself, and forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself as much as to others. Communication is the foundation of how we connect with the world. Right as you shine, every message carries energy, shaping our relationships and our own sense of inner peace. In our fast-paced, digital age, words can spread instantly and linger indefinitely, amplifying their impact for better or worse. The Buddhist practice of right speech. In Buddhism, right speech is not just about being polite. It's a mindful commitment to honesty, kindness, and benefit in every word we speak or write. Imagine a world where every conversation seeks to uplift, heal, and unite, rather than divide. Words can build bridges or erect walls. One compassionate remark can inspire, while a careless word can wound deeply. Right speech extends beyond verbal communication. It includes text messages, social media posts, and even our silence and body language. True communication is about presence. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can offer is deep listening, without the need to immediately respond. Reflect before you speak. Consider both the content and the intention behind your words. Are you speaking from anger, fear, or ego, or from a place of compassion and understanding. The Eightfold Path and the ethical responsibility of speech. Right speech is one component of the Noble Eightfold Path, a set of Buddhist practices for ethical, wise, and compassionate living. It challenges us to pause and reflect before speaking, asking, are my words true? Are they kind? Are they useful? Online, where tone and context can easily be lost, mindfulness is even more vital. Take a breath before replying in a heated discussion. Your thoughtful words can help calm conflict and foster empathy. Disagreements are inevitable, but when navigated with respect and sincerity, they become opportunities for growth rather than sources of negativity. Apologies matter. A genuine, compassionate apology can heal wounds and restore trust. A true sign of strength. The ripple effect of mindful communication. When we practice right speech, we become agents of our words ripple outward, creating safe, respectful spaces where everyone feels valued and where authentic connections can flourish. Imagine the transformation we could create in our homes, workplaces, and online communities if each of us committed to speaking with mindfulness and compassion. Practical steps to cultivate right speech. Observe your speech patterns without judgment. Notice when your words arise from positive or negative intentions. Pause and reflect before responding, especially in moments of disagreement or strong emotion. Practice deep listening. Offer your full attention, allowing others to express themselves without interruption. Speak to uplift and encourage. Seek the good in others and express it freely. Extend compassion to yourself. If you slip into harsh speech, forgive yourself, learn and resolve to do better. Conclusion. Right speech is a powerful practice for reducing negative energy in our interaction. By choosing our words with care and compassion, we contribute not only to our own well-being, but to the peace and harmony of those around us. As you move forward, let every conversation, text, or moment of silence be an opportunity to embody the transformative power of mindful speech. One word at a time. Lesson 7. Buddhist Rituals and Practices. Buddhist Rituals and Practices, Pathways to Inner Purification. On the journey toward inner peace and clarity, Buddhist rituals and practices offer more than routine. They are sacred ceremonies designed to cleanse the mind and spirit, to deepen awareness, and to cultivate gratitude, compassion, and wisdom. These practices are both symbolic and practical, transforming ordinary moments into opportunities for spiritual growth. Core practices for mental and spiritual purification. Prostrations. Bowing with full reverence, physically and mentally, humbles the ego and invites humility. Each act of prostration is a gesture of letting go of arrogance and opening one's heart to learn and grow. This ritual, performed to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, embodies respect, gratitude, and the aspiration for awakening. Chanting, reciting sutras, or mantras, is more than repetition. The rhythmic vibrations of sound calm the mind and uplift the spirit. Each syllable carries deep meaning, connecting practitioners to ancient wisdom and guiding them toward clarity and inner peace. Chanting in unison during group practice also fosters a sense of unity and shared intention. Offerings. Offering flowers, incense, or food is not about material display, but about cultivating generosity and gratitude. It's a symbolic act that nurtures a mindset of abundance, appreciation, and non-attachment, reminding us that true wealth lies in the purity of intention. Meditative movement. Practices like walking meditation and circumambulation, walking around sacred objects, or stupas, synchronize physical movement with mindfulness. Each step is a meditation, grounding the practitioner in the present moment and releasing accumulated tension. Mindful eating. Transforming meals into rituals. Mindful eating encourages gratitude for the food, recognition of the labor that brought it to the table, and conscious nourishment of the body. This practice cultivates contentment and a deeper connection to the interconnected web of life. Rituals of pilgrimage, water, and retreat. Pilgrimage, visiting holy sites or places of spiritual significance, deepens connection to the teachings, community, and history. The journey itself, both physical and symbolic, reflects progress on the path toward purification and awakening. Water rituals, bathing Buddhist statues, or pouring water as an offering symbolize both external and internal purification. These acts are reminders to cleanse not just the body, but also the mind of defilements and negative tendencies. Meditation retreats, intensive periods of silent contemplation and group practice, provide structured time for introspection, insight, and spiritual breakthroughs. Retreats offer a rare opportunity to delve deeply into the mind's patterns and possibilities. Rituals of respect, kindness, and confession. Bowing to elders and teachers, this act of respect and gratitude acknowledges the wisdom and guidance received, humbles the ego, and opens the heart to receive teachings with receptivity and humility. Acts of kindness, serving others and engaging in community activities, are rituals in themselves. They purify intentions, cultivate compassion, and align actions with Buddhist ideals of selflessness and interconnectedness. Confession and purification ceremonies, acknowledging mistakes and harmful actions, seeking forgiveness, and making vows to improve, are powerful practices for self-reflection, accountability, and the renewal of spiritual energy. Daily, seasonal, and creative rituals. Daily devotion, incorporating chanting, prayer, or recitation into daily life, establishes a rhythm of mindfulness and devotion. These practices serve as anchors, reinforcing positive mental states throughout the day. Creating sacred space. A home altar or sacred space, adorned with statues, candles, or meaningful objects, invites mindfulness into daily life, provides a sanctuary for contemplation, and serves as a visual reminder of spiritual aspiration. Honoring ancestors, rituals that remember deceased loved ones strengthen familial bonds, acknowledge the impermanence of life, and cultivate gratitude for past generations. Gratitude practice, offering thanks before meals or at the start and end of each day, shifts focus from what is lacking to the abundance present, fostering contentment and joy. Seasonal and milestone rituals, celebrating seasonal changes or significant life events, aligns one's life with the rhythms of nature and encourages reflection on impermanence, promoting acceptance and equanimity. Creative expression, sacred art, dance, and music integrate creativity with spirituality, allowing emotions and aspirations to be channeled into tangible forms of devotion. The transformative power of silence and solitude, regularly retreating into silence, whether through meditation, solitude, or periods of mindful quiet, provides respite from daily distractions, allows for deep introspection, and nurtures clarity and insight. Conclusion: Buddhist rituals and practices are not empty formalities. They are living traditions that invite us to purify and transform our minds, deepen our connection with others and the world, and cultivate qualities of humility, gratitude, compassion, and wisdom. By engaging in these sacred acts, whether alone or in community, we weave mindfulness into the fabric of daily life, fostering a lasting sense of inner peace, clarity, and spiritual resilience. Each ritual, large or small, becomes a step on the path toward awakening, reminding us that every moment holds the potential for renewal and transcendence. Repurifying the mind, Buddhist rituals, nature's harmony, and living with intention. The profound role of rituals, silence, and mindfulness in Buddhist practice create fertile ground for insights to arise naturally. When we still the mental noise, we access our inner wisdom, allowing a genuine dialogue with our deepest values and aspirations. Rituals that involve reciting vows, such as refuge vows or precepts, anchor us in ethical conduct and spiritual growth. These are not mere formalities, but guiding principles for navigating life's uncertainties with integrity and compassion. Recitation of vows, whether to avoid harming beings, to refrain from stealing, or to uphold truthfulness, reinforces dedication and accountability. These practices help align daily actions with the aspiration to live more mindfully and beneficially. Generosity rituals, offering to those in need or supporting charitable causes, cultivate altruism and shift focus from self to others. This transformation dissolves self-centered desires, nurtures a sense of shared humanity, and fosters collective well-being. Buddhist rituals are tools for purifying the mind. Each practice, be it chanting, bowing, or ritualized generosity, offers a unique chance to deepen understanding, cultivate virtues, and align life with compassionate intention. Living in harmony with nature. In our high-speed urban lives, it's easy to forget the profound bond between our inner state and the environment. Just as our moods can color the world around us, nature, its sights, sounds, and rhythms, shapes our thoughts and feelings in return. Living in harmony with nature is not only about appreciating beauty, but about drawing its restorative energy into our daily life. Nature's calming influence, waking to rustling leaves, feeling the sun's warmth, or inhaling crisp forest air, can quiet the mind and lift the spirit, whether in wild places or a small city garden. Resilience and adaptation. Nature's cycles, trees bending in storms, flowers blooming after winter, rivers flowing around obstacles, teach us about endurance and the need to embrace change with patience and grace. Mindfulness in nature. Observing a spider's web, listening to waves, or watching a sunset can be gateways to presence and gratitude, reducing stress and deepening our connection to the world. Buddhist teachings emphasize interconnectedness. We depend on nature for sustenance and inspiration, yet our choices also shape the planet's health. By cultivating respect and reverence for the environment, we honor our place within the web of life and take responsibility for collective flourishing. Mindfulness is accessible. Even caring for a houseplant, walking in a local park, or stargazing can become mindful ritual. These moments anchor us in the present and remind us of our interdependence with all life. Creativity and community. Nature has long inspired artists, writers, and thinkers. Activities like community gardening, group nature walks, or outdoor gatherings foster shared experiences and collective belonging, potent antidotes to conclusion, from ritual to daily living. Living in harmony with nature and aligning with Buddhist rituals is about continuous practice and awareness. Here, inner peace and outer stewardship. By appreciating nature's resilience, practicing daily mindfulness, and acting as caretakers for the environment, we draw positive energy into our lives and become agents of compassion and sustainability. In summary, Buddhist rituals, from silence and vows to acts of generosity, offer a structured path to inner purification and ethical living. Living in harmony with nature amplifies this process, inviting mindfulness, gratitude, and a sense of unity with all beings. Together, these practices form a foundation, not just for personal well-being, but for a more compassionate and sustainable world, one moment, one breath, and one ritual at a time. Lesson 8. Creating a positive environment, exploring how daily habits, relationships, and surroundings support a life of clarity, compassion, and resilience. Daily practices for a positive mindset. Tools for transformation. Welcome back to Insightful Journey. Here, we'll explore practical, everyday habits that cultivate lasting positivity, resilience, and well-being. By weaving these practices into your routine, you'll begin each day refreshed, grounded, and ready to embrace life's potential, no matter what challenges arise. Morning. Setting the tone. Morning gratitude. Before rising, pause to appreciate one thing, big or small, that brings you joy. This simple act shifts your focus toward abundance and sets a hopeful tone for the day. Mindful start. Incorporate mindfulness into your morning routine. Meditate, practice deep breathing, or savor your breakfast with full attention. Starting the day with presence fosters clarity and calmness, helping you respond rather than react to daily demands. Mindfulness throughout the day. Mindful walking. Whether commuting, strolling in nature, or moving around your home, pay attention to each step. Notice your body, your breath, and your surroundings. This practice roots you in the present, reducing stress and enhancing awareness. Mini meditation breaks. Take short pauses, even just 5 minutes, to breathe deeply or sit in silence. These breaks reset your mind, lower stress, and nurture a positive outlook amid dizziness. Gratitude journaling. Pause regularly to reflect on what you're grateful for. People, experiences, opportunities. Keeping a gratitude journal helps you revisit these moments, reinforcing a mindset of appreciation and resilience. Spreading positivity. Acts of kindness. Small gestures, holding a door, offering a compliment, lending a hand, brighten others' days, and boost your own sense of fulfillment. Kindness creates a ripple effect, connecting you to others and amplifying joy. Mindful media consumption. Choose content that uplifts and inspires. Books, podcasts, music, or news that motivate rather than drain. Limit exposure to negativity. Curate your media diet to support your mental and emotional well-being. Self-care and intention. Daily self-care. Nourish your body with healthy food. Stay hydrated, rest adequately, and move in ways you enjoy. Physical well-being directly impacts your mood and mental clarity. Set clear intentions. Each morning or evening, set positive intentions for how you want to feel and what you hope to accomplish. This practice aligns your actions with your values, keeping you motivated and focused. Reflect with mindfulness at day's end. Review your experiences with kindness and without judgment. Celebrate successes, view challenges as growth opportunities, and release worries. This reflection cultivates self-compassion and resilient. Evening rituals and environment. Bedtime ritual. Wind down with calming activities, reading, gentle stretches, or soothing music. A peaceful bedtime routine enhances sleep quality and prepares you for a positive tomorrow. Surround yourself with positivity. Cultivate relationships with people who uplift you. Create living and working spaces that feel inspiring and nurturing. A supportive environment reinforces your daily practices and sustains your positive mindset. Lesson 9. The power of consistency. Incorporating these habits: morning gratitude, mindfulness, kindness, self-care, and intentional reflection transforms not just your mindset, but your entire life. They help you navigate challenges with resilience, foster joy, and create a foundation for lasting well-being. Embrace these practices as tools for personal transformation. Watch as they weave positivity, clarity, and compassion into every aspect of your life, empowering you to live with purpose, peace, and joy. In conclusion, as we conclude this journey, remember, cultivating a positive mindset is a daily practice, not a destination. Each small step you take, whether a mindful breath, an act of kindness, or a moment of gratitude, builds a life grounded in awareness, connection, and well-being. Start today. The path to inner peace and lasting positivity begins with your very next breath. Simple yet powerful daily practices, a guide to lasting positivity and inner peace. Start your day with intention. A morning routine sets the foundation for a positive and centered day. Begin by dedicating just a few minutes to yourself. Gentle stretching, deep breathing, or silent reflection can help you clear your mind and invite peace. This focused start is not only a gift to yourself, but a way to cultivate resilience and clarity from the first moment you wake. Mindfulness in every moment. Practice mindfulness throughout your day. Whether eating, walking, working, or engaging in conversation, bring your full attention to the present. Notice sensations, thoughts, and emotions without judgment. Over time, this habit enhances focus, reduces stress, and deepens your connection to experience. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to acknowledge your blessings, no matter how small. Keeping a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things you're grateful for daily, shifts your mind toward abundance and gradually rewires your perspective for greater positivity. Embrace moments of stillness. Incorporate regular pauses for stillness and silence. These can take the form of meditation, prayer, or quiet contemplation. These moments allow you to recharge, listen to your inner wisdom, and restore emotional balance amid life's busyness. Surround yourself with positivity. Choose your influences intentionally. Seek uplifting conversations, inspiring media, and environments that support your well-being. Limit exposure to negativity, especially from news and social media, to preserve your energy and outlook. Prioritize daily self-care, nourish your whole self, body, emotions, and mind. Make time for activities that replenish you. A warm bath, a favorite book, a leisurely walk. Self-care is a cornerstone of sustained positivity and resilience. Establish restful evening rituals. Create a calming bedtime routine. Listen to soothing music. Practice relaxation techniques. Or read something light. Ensure your sleeping space is clutter-free and comfortable. A restful night's sleep is essential for waking refreshed and ready for a new day. Practice acts of kindness. Incorporate kindness into your daily life. Small gestures, helping someone, offering a kind word, sending a thoughtful message, enrich others' lives and deepen your own sense of fulfillment and connection. Monitor thoughts and emotions. Stay attuned to your inner world. When negative thoughts arise, notice them gently, then redirect your focus to what uplifts you. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Embrace meaningful rituals. Rituals, lighting a candle before a meal, reciting a daily affirmation, honoring cultural traditions, bring structure and meaning to life. They foster a sense of belonging and purpose, anchoring you in values and community. Sustaining your journey. Transformation begins with small, consistent steps. Celebrate your progress and learn from setbacks. Reflect on what you've learned and move forward with clarity and purpose. Make mindfulness, compassion, and mindful communication lifelong commitment. Trust in yourself and the timeless wisdom of these practices. Your journey toward managing and sustaining positive energy is not just for you, it's a gift that ripples out to everyone you encounter. Start to each mindful breath, each act of kindness, each moment of gratitude is a step toward a brighter, more compassionate world. Let's keep the momentum going, spreading the light of peace and positivity, one mindful breath at a time.